Oh.
Okay, now do we got sound?
Seriously?
I know. Something always has something new always has to happen.
The fairies are messing with us today.
All right, guys.
All right.
Hopefully you can hear us.
Hey, Brett, can you hear me now?
Yep. Okay. The Russians are hacking us.
Yes, the fairies.
Thank
it's
you.
Gizmo.
Thank you, Mr.
Gizmo
President.
is in the electronics here today.
Yes.
Okay, so.
All right, Kathy, if you're out there, come back on.
Yes. So moon, where we're at with the moon.
Yes.
Waning crescent, and the new moon is on Saturday the 11th. So right now you want to look at where your manifestations didn't come to fruition this past month, to find out where those glitches were and to kind of rethink how you need to reevaluate and redo them to help them succeed for next month for your ritual or meditation or wish list.
Yes.
For this month. And with 5 planets, like I said, 5 planets are retrograde right now, getting ready to be 6. It is a very big time for reflection in many different ways.
Hi, Miss Hannah. Yes.
Hi, Hannah.
We have 6 in retrograde. Now, a lot of times people are confused. The planet isn't actually spinning backwards.
Right. What it is the course. It will, and this is me going to talk with my hands, please forgive me. Like Mars, prime example, it's going to go forward, and then when it goes retrograde, it's actually going forward, but it's going back up and around.
Yeah. So it's coming
so
back.
It looks like it's going backwards, but it's kind of like chasing its tail. A dog or a cat chasing its tail. And that's the same thing with a lot of those other planets. They're not necessarily going backwards, but it's a time to, as in a spiral, you're going to go in for a deeper reflection of what you need to fix. And it's a good time to really do like a sweat ritual or some really like internal like visualization of what you really need answers or clarification from. It's a really prime time to do that. So as much as there's a negative connotation to it sometimes, and just a lot of, for lack of better terminology, forgive my French, batshit craziness going on.
Yes.
It's really a time for self-reflection. Prime example, me getting stung by a bee at 8 o'clock last night just because I wanted to see the passion vine. And boom, there's the bee. But it hurt, and it still hurt this morning. But there was a lot of symbolism and a physical representation of the divine's message for me. That was like, wake up call, hello, here it is.
Right.
So it is a beautiful thing if you think about it.
And so we really need to just focus in on what it is that
we need to adjust.
We need to adjust. So I was talking to Hannah earlier today. She's making a manifesting list.
Oh, okay. Very good. You go, girl.
Get out the list, reiterate, scratch through, erase, however you want to do it. Mm-hmm. The old stuff and all of the stuff that you've already manifested into fruition. Mm-hmm. If you want to change something, okay, fix it, change it, start a new list. Really be grateful for all that happens and everything that happens. That's like super
lessons
important.
Learned.
And just carry on. I wish I had a glass of wine, actually. Hey, I've got some nice Honduras, rum downstairs. Chocolate rum that I brought over.
And no, Brack, this is actually just good old-fashioned H2O.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. Although the show would be funny if we were drinking.
Are you kidding? We need some of those things that says witches be sipping. I need that mug. Witches be sipping.
Yes.
That'd be really funny.
Yes.
I might have to do that one day. It's just take a shot.
Yeah, just see
what happens. See how we connect then.
Oh God. My connection is like
I'll
be talking to other planets. We're like
we'd be on instant replay. We'd be one of those viral videos.
Yes.
Share everywhere.
They'll put us on YouTube.
Yes, they will.
Put some mugwort in.
Oh, I have mugwort tea.
Yes, Raton. I was in Raton, Mahogany Bay, Honduras. Ooh. And I brought back some rum that you can't find here. It's not exported. And so I was able to. Mm-hmm. You gotta try it. Mm-hmm. It's chocolate rum. It's amazing.
We'll have to do cocktails tonight.
All on its own. So
nice.
Totally. So we've got that down. I do want to talk about the month of August, our goddess. Her name is Maeve, Maeve.
And she's ambition.
Yes, she is all about ambition. And her message is, let me help you focus on your passion. What is it that you wish to accomplish? What are you drawn to? I want you to be in your life where you wish to be. Draw upon my strength of motivation and courage. You will find that it's a lot easier to do than you think. As we work together, you will find that I will assist you in many ways. Keep your ears and eyes open to receive my direction. Her affirmation is, I am willing to say yes to my life's passion and direction. And her mantra is, yes, I can. Yes, I will. Yes, I am. Yes.
Nice.
So,
very nice mantra.
So we've got her up, and she is available. And I'm looking in two directions only because I got you guys on a different computer now, because I had to change it because the other computer didn't like me because the Russians were in it.
You say Russians, I say fairies.
She comes with dragon's blood and a dragon's blood candle.
Oh, I love dragon's blood.
Yes.
It smells so good.
It does. It's powdery-ish. If that makes any sense. To me, it smells powdery-ish.
Let me see.
Like a
little bit.
A little powdery-ish.
Spicy powder.
Yeah, spicy powder.
Yeah.
And her bracelet is bamboo agate.
Very nice, very subtle.
Yes. And of course, her oil is what's in the order oil?
Her oil is actually it's spice-esque. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It has cardamom and allspice and jasmine and vanilla.
Yes.
And
I'm wearing it. Not that you guys can smell it, but
I've been told it's somewhat musky. I've been told it's somewhat spicy. But it's one of those things that's it's going to invigorate your passions, your inspiration, your go-get-it attitude, and just kind of let you really go all for it. So
her stone is gold stone.
Oh, I have one of those, but I don't think you want me to pull it out right now.
No, gold stone. So gold stone is going to help you with that, bringing things into fruition. It's a magical stone. Yes, it is a man-made stone. It is a glass that has copper in it, but it still has properties. It is not a natural thing. So that's what it is.
Very nice. And Brack, I know you're one of our faithful followers, and you do log on, and then we talk all this girly goddess stuff. We are working on things that'll be more manly and masculine and godly empowered.
Yes,
so that will be coming soon. We promise.
Yes, we're working on a lot of things. Just to bring a little bit of insight into what was happening over the past several months here. I talked about making this big leap and this big change in my life. After 15 years, I decided that I was going to quit the job, my Monday through Thursday job that I absolutely hated. And I hated for 15 years. And when I did that, it was like releasing a family member in a way. But at the same time, it was that monkey on my back that was stressing me out. And it was really coming to the point where I wasn't taking care of myself enough. I wasn't meditating enough. I was snapping. I was grumpy all the time. And I couldn't. The stress level was horrible.
When it comes to getting, and I'm sorry,
that's okay.
Bumping and stuff. When you hit that point where it really isn't, it takes you to a more negative space and a more weighted down and to where you're not in joy, you really need to reevaluate and say, okay, well, what do I need to do to change that? Is it something I can change with my job, or is it something where my job has to change completely?
Yeah. And
it's nothing bad about those previous jobs that no longer suit us. It's just that we're transitioning, we're evolving, we're realizing that isn't where our true passion lies or where we're happiest.
Right.
And everybody deserves the right to be happy and to be joyful and to follow what makes them that way. So
I had to take this huge leap. And what I mean by that is I am the sole breadwinner in my home. I am the one that pays all of the bills. So I had to really go, okay, well, what am I going to do here? How am I going to do this? And I'm not joking when I say this. The universe responded.
Mm-hmm.
And the money was there.
Mm-hmm.
It was there. And I was like, okay, this is cool. And I promised Thomas that I was going to take him on a vacation because we couldn't do the one that the school had offered to him, but we made a very magical Caribbean vacation.
Yes.
Where he got to play with the stingrays, he got to feed a howler monkey, he got to walk in the rainforest, you know, and
very different experience
and see water that you could not find around here, not even water that comes out of your kitchen
close.
sink.
Not even close.
And if you guys have been keeping up on a couple pictures that I had sent, those pictures are real. They're very real. They are filtered in any way. And we just had a blast. We just took that cruise. So when it comes to manifesting and creating, the things are there for you. You just have to be willing to let go
and do what you need to do.
Right. So once again, there is work. He drank at Fat Tuesdays at 8:30. Yeah, I had a beer at 11 o'clock in the morning. That's what it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And I don't really drink, but I did have, since I wasn't driving and didn't really need to be anywhere, I had a couple cocktails and you know, we were at the Three Amigos, which is right across from Fat Tuesdays. But we just had a blast. We had fun. And they were offering Thomas drinks and he's sitting there going, "Why are they offering me shots?" And I go, "Well, drinking age is 16 here." And he goes, "Oh, I didn't know." And I said, "But it's okay." Anyways, getting back to where we were going.
Hi, Crystal. Hi, Mama Chris.
Mama Chris is on. Crystal's on. Hannah's there. Yes, Hannah, I will reserve a box for you, a Maeve box, and she will be ready for you whenever you would like to come pick her up, since Hannah just lives right down at Ogden Park.
Nice.
I was trying to think of the name of it.
Very nice. She is close.
So I've been off kilter a little bit just because I'm coming back from this wonderful vacation, and now I'm raring to go and ready to do readings and ready to do healings, and I got my recharge, and it's amazing on the other end. I will eventually need to have some steady income coming in, so
you will,
and it will fall into place regardless. But where were we going? Because now I lost track of the train.
We do have exciting news.
Okay.
We are both going to be at Southeastern Pagan Pride's Festival on October 27th. It's a Saturday in Jacksonville at the Onslow County Park. It's their first one for Southeastern. They will not be having a Pagan Pride in Raleigh this year. It just didn't suit. Too many things came up, but they will be having one in Jacksonville, which is super exciting. I'm super stoked for it. And got lots of things going on.
All of your products. I will be doing readings out there. So, and we have, sorry.
Oh, yes.
My brain, I'm skipping tracks here. I don't know what's going on.
And then the Psychic Fair.
Yes, Wilmington Psychic Fair. And that's at the convention center. So this is going to be in a different location,
and
not Unity Church.
Older convention center, maybe.
Yeah. It's the old convention center. And that's on November 10th. So you're going to hear that a lot as we go through our weeks. We're also, for fall, changing our time to appear for you guys on Facebook and do our lives. We are going to be coming on at 4:00 every other Sunday. So we'll talk about goddess boxes and everything, and all of our talks that we have, and
our moon status and rituals and how to live that more empowered life. And
yes.
And balance all the retrogradedness or crazy energies that are going on.
Absolutely. I want to leave the floor open for any questions that anybody has out there about anything that they would like us to answer.
We have cards.
We are going to pull a card for the week.
It's funny, when we went crazy with the camera and Russians or fairies were messing with us, I was like, second time in, I was like, okay, I'm going to pull cards for this. And I asked what was going on with the computer system, and they said they have a message, and it's actually a beautiful card. It's a bird So they had a message, which of course I was looking for what the message was, and then we got it's complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated. It's a
I thought that was so
technical
cute
issue.
and funny.
Complications.
Because technically speaking, that makes sense.
Yes.
And granted, you have taught me never to really look at the words, but with those,
It fits.
It fits.
That's what they wanted to say. They wanted to tell us that it's a complicated issue. And it's most likely the energy that we're producing here in the room, as well as the energy that is outside.
Right. We have a lot of electrical energy outside with thunder talking.
Yes. And we did actually, Hannah and we did a really good clearing with her. So that energy is still,
yes,
bouncing around here in the room. And so there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. While you're out there thinking about any questions that you may have, I want to pull a card for the week, just so that we know what we're getting into. With the retrograde stuff happening, just be aware of it. So if anybody comes snapping at you, know why, and you could take a step back from it, and you don't have to get involved in it. You can just understand. Hannah is a hairdresser, so she's going to hear a lot of stuff, because that's usually the gossip chair and what's going on with things. So just know that things are happening outside that are affecting us. On a side note, before I pull this card, I am watching a new series called In Search Of. And it is with the new Dr. Spock. I can't think of his name. The cute one, the young one. And he is out in the world, in search of aliens, in search of this, in search of that. And the one that I was watching last night, I think I'm actually going to show a part of tomorrow, even though you won't be here, but I'll fill you in. Yes. They were talking about how meditation actually changes our physiology in our body, and how we can control things. And it's now, they put the 3 people in a CT scanner and measured their brain and saw their brain and where it lights up and where it doesn't light up, and all of these other things. And they did it before meditation and after meditation, or during meditation. Huh. And it was very interesting that now we're able to show through science all of this stuff that we've been talking about is real. Right.
It gives that physical confirmation of it.
Yes. So changing vibration, not only talking about it, but meditation is powerful. It is so powerful.
And there's different ways to meditate. And Katie, hello, love. Mwah.
Yes.
I saw you join on. There's different ways to meditate, because I have found difficulty with meditating in the stereotypical fashion, I guess is a good way to put it. My brain just starts going every which way wonky. But if I'm walking, I'm meditating. If I'm working out, I'm meditating. It's like it totally gets rid of all that everywhere-ness, and I just zone in, and I'll have my music on, and it's that like constant, just repetition of things, and it literally puts me in that meditative state. And that's usually where I come up with all my ideas for, like, that's where ritual kits were born. That's where it was like, okay, well, what can I expand on this? The herbal infused candles, all those different things came up from my meditation of working out.
Yeah.
And you can do different ways of meditation. So don't get discouraged if you can't, meditate the way maybe some of your loved ones can.
Yes.
Try something different.
Yeah. And if you can't just sit and be, well, you can also come to me, and we can work on that sit and be, by the way.
Yes.
Without having to do anything. We can work on that. But
you can color, you can put a puzzle together.
Yeah.
Do crocheting, I'm sure, is a great way to meditate.
It is. I can sit and crochet like a mad woman. Yep. I have a video somewhere of me doing it, and I had sent it to a friend of mine, and she's like, you put that on fast forward. I'm like, no, listen to the TV in the background, because I had the TV on. And that's she's like, wow, you go that fast? And I'm like, yeah, I just unconsciously do it.
Very nice.
So yes, let's get all of that together collectively as a whole. When we all meditate and when we all bring peace into our lives, we're sending out the message of peace.
Yes.
Okay. With today's world, with everything that is going on politically and or whatever.
Hi, Marianne.
it's important that we do our best to help buffer and bring things down.
Right.
You know, let's calm it all down.
Always good to think of things in a more positive light and to spread that positivity and have that calming effect, because people's emotions are so amped up and in a sense, for lack of a better term, raging, you know.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, people are drinking Red Bulls, or we drink coffee all the time, or
Yeah.
you know, we have all these energy things, or you know, sugar. Hello, there's like legal speed right there.
Yes.
So in that respect, we're always so amped up that it's a great way to bring that energy down to a calm level and spread that love and just compassion, empathy, and peace and calmness for people.
Yes. And as Mama would tell you, 2 o'clock smile.
Yep.
2 o'clock happy thought. Yep. So.
Wow, we said that in unison. Tell
Yes.
me we are emanating mama. Is that the way
Yes.
I need to put it?
Yes.
Emulating? Something like that.
Yes.
Anyway.
So Mama's out there somewhere. She joined us for a little
Yes,
while.
she did.
All right. So let's look at the card for the week, just so that we understand what's going on and what we need to know for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And the card is, to be fair. Let me show you this beautiful card. Oops.
Very colorful, balancing act, it looks like.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep. She's in balance.
Yeah. And that may be a play on the whole with all the planets being on retrograde, is that kind of just stay balanced and neutral about things.
Yes.
Maybe.
Let's
that make
see.
sense?
It does. Once again, these are new cards for me, so I don't know them inside and out. Balance, justice, need to consider your options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. This is what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move from being from status to doing. STASIS? Status?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm dyslexic, guys, so my reading is not that great. To doing, from discovering to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states.
Nice.
You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed.
Uh-huh. That makes sense.
So
and if you look at the card is actually a beautiful card. It doesn't really give any like, oh my God, I'm afraid feelings whatsoever. It's more of they're happy, and yes, they may be juggling life's little chaotic moments, but they're having a good time too.
Yeah. So, to be fair, sorry, sometimes it comes into focus and sometimes it doesn't. There we go.
And here's theirs from my favorite deck. This card is, I want to say, if you can hold that up, because it says letting go, but I want to, for me, it and with everything going on this week, what's resonating is don't worry about the small things, the little hiccups, where, you know, if you're having a disagreement or something of that nature, that's the time to step back, look at it, and then maybe revisit it and speak to someone about it at a later time when things have cooled and leveled. And just don't worry about it, because it's really this, I mean, yes, an argument or something of that nature, or they all have something that strikes a nerve with us or strikes a chord with us, and they have that reason. It's a cause.
Yes.
But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't, you know, unless it's physically hurting you or hurting someone you love, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Too. You know what I mean? You have to really, in a sense, weigh what is worth expending all that energy, because it takes so much more energy to be at something,
right,
than it does to just be like, okay, that's your opinion, this is my opinion, we've mellowed, we can talk later at a later time, I'm going over here.
Right. And hanging on to those things doesn't affect anybody else but you.
Right.
And that's where it's causing, health issues, or that's where it's causing, all of the resentment, hurt,
Headaches,
anger, and pain and everything. And, when you come to a point where you're just hating everyone and everything, and then you're grumpy and you're not living life.
And if you think about it, your body feels bad, you feel bad, your energy's down, you're tired, you're lethargic, you don't want to do anything, you snap all the time. You don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
So it's really looking at what is there that really deserves your attention.
Right. Because all you're doing is creating more wherever you're focusing it.
Right. So you want to focus on those good things and the beauty of things, and beauty in the little things,
Yeah.
Kind words, smile. I mean, I was doing a walk yesterday and saw like 7 different types of mushrooms in my yard. And I thought it was the coolest, funniest thing to see all these different types of mushrooms all over my yard. I was like, oh my goodness, it really is a fairy party here.
Yeah.
There's not a fairy circle, it's my whole yard. So, and it's those little things that just bring beauty to, I'll just walk around the yard and see, the plants, or see a dragonfly fly into my vase, or butterfly. And it brings me that little bit of joy that makes me happy.
Absolutely.
So,
do we have any questions out there? Does anybody have any questions about anything? We're open today. We don't have a set schedule.
no, we were just reintroducing ourselves and getting back on to the bandwagon, I guess you can say. Right?
Yeah. We're gonna keep a consistent schedule from now on. It's just with me leaving and everything going crazy, and the vacations and all of that. We just wanted to make sure that we were touching base, and we're bringing back, for the fall and winter, and then spring again, a consistency, because we want to talk to everybody. We want to get the message out there for everyone,
right.
And whatever that means to you, and whatever questions you have, we want to be open and available to them.
Yes.
So if there is anybody out there that has any questions at all regarding anything, I will definitely.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Brack is opening the floor for the ladies.
Yes.
How gentlemanly. Chivalry is not dead. They may be quiet, Brack. You may have to get the ball rolling.
Yeah. Brack, what's up? What kind of question you got? You going on vacation? Soon, in 26 days.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he says. I'm leaving in 26 days.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Yep.
Wow, they have been typing.
Yeah, we're getting talked to.
Nice. I'm oblivious. I feel bad. I see the green.
And normally it's over there. Oh, he's going to Alaska. Ooh.
Oh, I'm jelly right now. Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
I want to go to Alaska too.
I want to go to Alaska. I think the humpbacks actually migrate there come spring. I think that they're in Hawaii in the fall and winter, and then they migrate to Alaska in the spring and summer. So he might see some.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout.
Katie wants to know if we could explain how goddess boxes will strengthen our altar practice.
Very good question. And Hannah says she got to ask all of hers.
Yes,
right?
she did ask all of her questions today in person.
Very nice.
But if you had anything else out there, I would still be happy to answer for you.
All right, Katie. So goddess boxes.
Which are now, by the way, we have new names.
Yes.
They're Goddess Enlightenment Kits.
Goddess Empowerment
Kits. Sorry. Goddess
it's
Empowerment
to
Kits.
Empower your own inner goddess.
And we are also going by Divine Empowerment.
Yes.
Which is our new logo to named and everything.
Yes.
So the Goddess Empowerment Kits.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yes. Goddess Empowerment, Goddess Empowerment, Goddess Empowerment. Goddess Empowerment Kits are designed not for you to bow down and pray to the goddess. That is not the idea of it. What it is to take her strength. So, for example, we have Maeve, and she is about ambition. So we want to draw in her energy of ambition into us and use that energy.
Right.
So we're calling upon her with her message, with her affirmation, lighting her candle, wearing the bracelet or the necklace or whatever it is, and using and utilizing her energy stream.
Right.
So
it's almost like when you put out your offering bowl on your altar and you have that offering bowl and they bless it, or if you have, when we do pujas,
right,
or hopefully in the future there'll be little energy parties at the Wiccan household.
Yes.
You put out your food and the divine will bless it and consecrate it and infuse it with their energy, and then you then eat it, and you infuse yourself again with that energy. The goddess empowerment kits are on that same wavelength. They're going to infuse that candle, they're going to bring that scent, they're going to infuse the jewelry, the incense. It's all going to burn to really heighten you to their level and understanding, to help facilitate what you need your help with. Right. And to help bring clarity to that.
Things can come through in dreams, information can come through on the radio, information can come through in many different things. You could be overhearing a conversation between two people at Walmart. Mm-hmm. Whatever that may be, it's to bring your awareness and your attunement to it.
Yes.
Okay. So in the past, we've had Sulis, who was about nurturing. If you needed to know how to nurture yourself, because it starts with A.
Yes.
Then you would put Sulis up there, and you would find that nurturing thing within you through her.
Right.
Okay. So just so that we, yes, law of attraction. And so the importance of it is we get many people that say, well, why are you bowing down to her? And, we get all of these kinds of crazy questions. And it's not about bowing down to the goddess.
Right.
It's about utilizing her energy.
And it's really, in a sense, it is about utilizing her energy. I guess I'm just going to name it a little bit different because, some people say God, some people say goddess, it's different terminology. Some say devil, some, different things or whatever. Different words for the same meaning is what I'm trying to get at. But you can utilize the energy of that goddess, but it's also working with that goddess. It's also being like one-on-one, and it almost bringing out that goddess's energy in you, because we are all divine in our own way.
Right.
And so therefore we're all connected, and you're just trying to find that stream of energy in yourself and get it and use it. And she's going to help make that a focus and help make that stronger, that bond and that ability stronger for you.
Right.
I guess is what I'm trying to say.
And we design everything. So we do the research on everything. So for example, obviously the pictures on the cards are not of the goddess herself, but of a goddess, because she's a woman. But we look up and we see, okay, so Coventina, if you look at Doreen Virtue's definition of Coventina, or what her vibration is, it may be very different than to what we've come up with. I read her stories. I go through, I find out, what is she trying to convey? What was her biggest thing? Then I put an affirmation to it. And then if there is a mantra available for that goddess, then I use that one. If there isn't one, then I pull in some information to create one for her.
Right.
Then we look, okay, so if it's about abundance and inspiration, which, by the way, everything is kind of going together. If you've noticed how our goddesses are, they kind of run into each other. They kind of pull through, and
it's a cycle.
It's that cycle that's going through. Because we had Sulis, which was nurturing, and then we had Coventina, which was abundance and inspiration, and now we have Maeve, who is about ambition.
Right.
So it's all moving together. Interplaying. And it's not intentional at all.
Nope. Blind pulls.
So then I do the research on the stone, and then I do a research on the incense, and I do a research on the candle, and I do research, all of these things that will help assist. And then, of course, the other stones that are factoring, 90% of the time you'll find them in the jewelry. So gold stone is the meditation stone that is for Maeve, but the bamboo agate is for the bracelet, and that is just to help draw in and pull through.
Right.
And then, of course, we have the designed oil.
Have your oils and your bath salts, which sometimes they do vary depending on the goddess that it is. Like in Aphrodite, we did, self-love to just really invoke and get her really in tune to the self-love they need for themselves. But each oil is literally researched. I mean, for Maeve, prime example, there we were discussing it before we went on. Ambition, there is no recipe for ambition, and there is no goddess oil really for Maeve.
Yeah.
And even when I've researched other goddesses and they give me a recipe and they'll be like, bing, 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 this is what you need. Some of those things don't resonate with me. And when they don't, then I'll research, and it'll literally be a blending of 4 or 5 different recipes to create that master oil that really speaks to me, resonates with me for that goddess and for that message that she has or that intention that she has. And then I sit there and I start making it, and I'll burn it and let it sit there and see how I feel. And I know with Aphrodite, it was something where it was like, oh my gosh, I really, it really gave this positive, warm, just go get them attitude, and you can do anything type of attitude, and total love of myself, which if you know me personally, sometimes I'm a little rocky on that. But it was just this warm, flush, ready, happy, excited feeling. And Maeve, when I was making her, it was like a wake-up call, like, bam, here I am, let's go.
Yeah.
So that it really does. They resonate and they speak. So it is really going through all these different oil profiles and looking and seeing what resonates to make that perfect oil for that goddess.
Yeah. So, and each little vial actually lasts you a very, very long time. Yeah. A little bit goes a long way. They're made individually. She doesn't make a big batch and then pour them all in.
No.
She makes each one individually. So this one may smell just a slight different than another one, just because, but they all have the same ingredients. And I just think that, by her doing them individually,
I feel like it'll find its way to the right one. If there is a variation, it's going to find its way to the right person that needs it. And also, the way it smells to me is going to be totally different than the way it smells to you.
Right.
And it's going to be able to trigger and enhance boost the different areas that maybe you need more help with that I don't need as much. And that's why that scent's going to be stronger to you
and
than me.
See, like the vanilla really comes out on my skin now. Whereas the cardamom did in the beginning.
Right.
But
so
now it smells
vanilla.
Now it's vanilla.
There's only 1 drop in there.
Yeah.
Out of all those drops, there's like 30 drops in that bottle. Out of all those drops, 1 vanilla.
So just know that these are handcrafted. The bath salts are also handcrafted. It's her signature scent, which is the Goddess Bath.
Yes.
And you would probably want to take your shower and use it as a scrub or use it as a bath. You could also put it in water. This is what I do with the other salts, is I put it in some warm water, and then after my shower, I dump the salt water over me. So I do it that way too. And then you would want to do your meditation after you got a shower, because that just opens you up and makes you available. Mr. Brack over here is actually our gemologist.
Oh, okay. He is.
Yes. Stones talk to him. He talks to stones. He knows a lot about stones. And in fact, I'll send him a picture and say, what is this? I did it with that one. I was like, what is this? I don't know what this is. So he's very much with that. And he says that agate is a microline quartz, and quartz is an amplifier. Nice. So that's just going to amplify the energy and the vibration around you, by wearing the bamboo agate.
So I would say this: if you feel like you're running low on ambition, wear it on your receptive hand. If you feel like you're creating something or you're in the zone and you want to really get that production going, wear it on your dominant hand.
There we go. He also says he mixes dragon's blood with high John oil.
Oh, very nice. Very nice ink.
Yes. So he's also got the New Orleans flair within him, the blood that runs through there. So that's where high John comes from. And
very nice.
Yeah, and dragon's blood has been around for a very, very, very long time. It's one of the ancient oils.
Yes. I do have some dragon's blood ink at home.
And yes, and it's been used as ink in writing spells and casting spells and things. So we've got it all here for you. So anybody that's interested, like I said, we do sell them a la carte. Oh, that's another thing. For all of our monthly subscribers, we're doing free shipping.
Yes, we are. That's right.
So all
Going
free shipping,
forward,
and then
free shipping,
and then for the a la carte Goddess Empowerment kits, we've taken $5 off.
Yes, we have.
So we've brought prices down. So go check it out if you want to give them away as gifts. Don't forget, birthdays, anniversaries, or just a pick me up for that goddess in your life.
Right.
That
she's had a bad week, bad day, bad month. Needs that booster. It'd be a great way to give her a boost.
We are working on angel kits. I'm working on angel kits.
Mm-hmm.
We do still have chakra kits out there. I have a couple left. If I need to place an order, I definitely will. And I'm working on God kits,
yes.
God empowerment kits. So we've got those running through as well. It's just taking time to sit down and design, because it does take time. So those who are out there that are going to be watching this, we do put a lot of hand craftsmanship into everything.
Yes.
He says, I mixed dragons with dragon tree. I'll likely be delivering
the goddess boxes.
Oh, yay! Just let me know. And we do wheel and deal a little bit too. So if you're interested, we'll be happy to get those out to you, or come pick them up and what have you, and we can get them done. I also do offer something special on the website, and I can design a special kit for you, empowerment kit. Like, for example, a wedding, if you wanted to do a picture of the bride and groom as, take their engagement picture, and we can put their vows or whatever on the back of the cards as gifts to the people who attend the wedding.
Nice.
So we can do that. Or if there's a specific goddess that is not in our next set of goddesses, we can definitely work on that too. So if there's a specific goddess that you want. A birthday kit. I was looking for my girlfriend today. We'll see.
Nice. There you go.
That's Hannah. See, find out, what is her vibration? What is it that she needs? And we can definitely
create something.
We can create something for her. Another idea that just popped into my head that we can talk about, we can work with, is that month kits. So birthday month kits.
Very nice.
And
so
we can take
the astrology type kits.
Yeah, kind of. Like we look at January and what's Aquarius and what do they need, and Aquarius January. I think so.
Yes.
Okay. Look at, what are they, what are their negatives to their positives, and kind of blend everything together, and we can work with that. So that's something that just popped in. Thank you. Thank you.
It's all working.
Anything else out there, guys? Or we are going to say good night, and we will see you
in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks. Anything. Wonderful. I'll get up with you about that. She would love it. She's been very interested in my crystals and oils. She was the one who asked me to pull a card for her. Yes, absolutely. Any insight on a Palomino Pegasus with approaching equinox? Palomino Pegasus. He's the Palomino Pegasus. So any insight for Mr. Brack? They're saying you just need to take it easy. That's what I hear. Just take it easy. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe. Feel everything. Feel around you. Feel your footsteps as you walk. Okay, thank you. So if we take a horse, I know that we're talking about Pegasus, but we're going to bring it down to horse. Horses are very careful where they walk.
Yes, they're very careful of their footing.
So that's what they want you to do, is just be very careful of your footing. Tread lightly. And that's on an emotional and verbal level as well, not just in a physical means, but when you're talking to somebody, just be very, very careful of your words. Think them through before you say them, because with all of this that's going on and all of these retrogrades that we're having, people are going to misconstrue things. They are not going to understand them. They're going to take them as you're saying them, and then it comes out completely as war when it's not meant that way.
Right. Something that popped up for me, and it may be completely out of left field, but you're the one that told me that if it pops up, it's there for a reason. You technically, even though we're bringing it down to horse, technically you're still a Pegasus. So you have the ability to tread lighter than anybody because you still have wings to support you.
Very true.
So if you find yourself getting really angst and then just kind of try to think of it from a spiritual perspective so that they can raise you up a little bit so you can walk a little more lightly.
Yes.
And be a little bit more less weighed down, I guess is a good way to put it.
Right. I keep seeing a snake too, and I know that horses don't like snakes. So just be careful of the snake, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Whatever that means out there. And you know what? I'm going to pull a card for you too, Brack. And this could just end up being a confirmation card of what we're saying, but I just want to be able to. That's the garage door. Sorry for the that you hear in the background there, but I am
that I feel on my feet.
That you feel on your feet. We're above the garage. We're in the frog. The card is new life, and it's a fairy waking up out of an egg on a pedestal. And there we go. And this is a new beginnings card. And I asked what it is that you need to know, just so we've got 39.
The end of the week is probably going to ping for you in a big way because they have that lunar, lunar 8/8 is a gateway day.
Yes.
And it's a time of new beginnings.
It says birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. When spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight. Birds return home and sing their glorious song. And nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon on us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope New opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world, and you will have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. So they could be talking about right now and in general, or they could be talking about the future with your vacation. Rebirth of new beginnings, yes. You are a quiet person, but there is a lot going on in that head. And so you're highly intelligent, and you know that. And the more quiet you are, it's the more going on the machine going on.
Yeah.
And as that machine goes on, we know that you're contemplating and that you're working. You know, if you don't journal. In our last conversation, I know that we were talking about, you know, taking it back to what you know, going back to your stones, talking to your stones, working with your stones. Journaling is also a beautiful way for you to get that out and to quiet your mind, because we know that there's inner workings, and you have to meet Brack one day. He's just an amazing, amazing person. He's our Amazon delivery Sunday person. So but on the other hand,
so when we want to order Amazon Prime and they have to deliver.
Yes.
Sorry, Brack, I'm guilty of that.
He's the one out there trucking through the sleet, the snow, the wind, the hail, all the storms and everything. But on the other side, he is this beautiful Palomino all black Pegasus. And with that, there is that gentle nurturing, but yet I can ram you. You know, kind of thing that I can kill you. So just be careful.
Right.
That's within him, but it's just that he's a very quiet person, but highly intellectual. And usually the highly intellectuals are the ones that are the quiet, because they got a lot going on in their head then.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else out there, guys? So we're going to say goodnight, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Anybody who wants any kits or is interested, go ahead and check out our website, or if you need a link to it, it is in the information up on the screen there to your right, or below, depending on how you're looking at it. And if you just want the direct link into the website to check it out, if you want to order directly through me, you can do that as well. Or you can order it on the website, and we'll get it out to you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, go recharge. I need to recharge.
Yeah, I need to go.
You need to go home.
I need to go get air in my tire before I go home.
Kangaroo.
Yeah, I'm going to fill up air in my tires, and then I'm taking my 30-minute trek home to meditate in the truck to some good old music.
Yes. And if you're interested in a reading or a healing, I'm available. I'm open. My schedule is wide open.
Not for long, because everybody needs a little help.
Yes. So I've only got a couple things booked, and hoping to book up some more, and I'm available any day, actually, anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm not limited to weekends or Fridays and weekends. Yeah. If there's anything else, please feel free to message us. Otherwise, good night. Have a great evening, everyone. And we will see you soon.
Yes, we will.
And I forgot which computer we were on.
We're going to have to fix the gizmo.
I know. I got to fix this. I'm going to figure out what's going on.
The gizmo glitches.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Happy
night.
Sunday.